Welcome back. While Northeast Ohio school districts continue to focus on COVID safety protocol, we wondered, are schools still preparing for traditional areas of school safety?
We're talking handling violence and mental illness among students. 3 News investigator Rachel Polansky takes a closer look.
To mask or not to mask? That's the question that most school districts have been grappling with all summer. And just last week, the Ohio Department of Health issued this guidance.
We therefore encourage consistent and correct mask use in the schools for anyone who is unvaccinated.
And while this conversation is extremely important, school safety expert Ken Trump worries that officials are spending too much time by only focusing on the coronavirus.
The phrase school safety has shifted from violence, crime, school shooting to COVID safety.
Along with that shift, he says most schools have not practiced their emergency plans for violence or shootings in well over a year.
They haven't trained their staff, they haven't practiced their drills, and that's going to be a concern.
You mentioned there that they haven't been doing those trainings. How do you know that?
Due to social distancing and other COVID precautions, that prohibited the traditional school lockdown drills and other emergency drills in their normal form.
While that may be true, the Parma City School Superintendent says his district has not forgotten about traditional areas of school safety.
We are allocating more of our resources toward that need.
In fact, he says Parma is using the money it got from the CARES Act to increase social and emotional support in its schools.
We'll have more guidance counselors in our high schools, we'll have more home liaisons in our middle schools, and we'll have more behavioral analysts in our elementary schools.
And in 2019, Parma installed night locks on classroom doors throughout the district to add an extra layer of security should an active shooter situation take place. Students and staff also participate in ALICE training twice per year.
We want to make sure that we're guarding against all kinds of threats, whether those are health threats or whether those, involve, active shooters.
Scott DeMoro, who heads the Ohio Education Association, is on the same page, adding that the majority of the 120,000 teachers that he represents are most concerned about students' mental health.
It's reconnecting with kids that may have been disconnected from school, the mental health challenges that come with isolation.
He also says it's possible that schools can be prepared for COVID safety and traditional areas of safety at the same time. Now, if you want to take a closer look at what your school district had to say, you can head to WKYC.com, where I compiled a list of responses. Rachel Polansky, 3 News.